I just got the dash and everything out for the STI, and I was prepping the flock dash to go in, and I decided I'm not gonna use this flock dash. Something went wrong in the process of flocking it, where there's like not enough flock on it. And I think it was temperature based. Normally whenever I flock dashes, it's summertime. I've never done it in the wintertime like this. And I think it was too cold because the glue and the flock didn't adhere properly. And it doesn't look good, if we're being honest. This is the first one I've done that I'm just not happy with. The other two that I've done, super happy with. This one is too cold, I'm guessing. That's all I can think of is it was too cold. And if you can see like some of the shiny spots where the glue didn't like properly adhere. And you can see it like up here. It's weird. I've never had it look like that before. So I'm just gonna put the stock dash back in. I'm really glad that I have two dashes. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, make sure that you're at least doing it in like a temperature controlled area. Otherwise, you will probably end up with a result like this where you're just not happy with it. Damn, dude, that sucks. It's whatever. I'll keep this dash around. Maybe I'll send it out to be, I'll probably strip it and maybe send it out to be wrapped in Alcantara or something. Not sure. But I needed to get that dash out regardless to be able to do what I want to do in here today. So something, I wanted to remove the dash for a couple reasons. A, I want to redo some of the wiring that they put in here. B, I wanted to deep clean this car because as you can see, man, it gets gross. Like there's spider webs back there. I don't like spiders, all right? Me and spiders don't get along. I'm sorry, Mr. Spider, but I'm taking out you home. So we're gonna be doing a super deep clean, and we're also gonna be replacing a lot of these interior trim panels with some of the ones out of that 07 that I parted out last month, because the ones in here are a little bit beat, they're a little bit old. I wanna clean up like all this dirt and grime that's all up in here. So we're gonna be hardcore cleaning this car today, removing these mystery wires and whatnot, fixing a lot of the stuff that's in here that needs to be fixed and cleaned up. Oh, and we're gonna be swapping out like things like the mirrors and whatnot, everything just to make the car a little more updated, feel a little bit better, and feel a little bit cleaner when we're driving it, so that way it doesn't feel like a dirty 20-year-old car, if that makes sense. Start to clean you up, make you look all good and new and fresh again. Ew. Well, we're gonna hardcore clean this. Honestly, now that it's cleaned up a lot more, it shines more. There's no more like dirt, grime, nastiness like inside of crevices on this dash. We're just gonna use this one. I'm totally fine with it. So next up, I'm not gonna put the rest of these panels in quite yet. I wanna get these seats out so that way we can hardcore vacuum, hardcore shampoo, because there's some staining on there, and I think they're like poop stains. I don't know, last time I pulled out a lot of poop out of some STI seats that were old, so let's get these seats out of here. Okay, dope. Thank God. All right, we got things fairly stripped down in here. Seats are out, back seats are out. Everything's out of the way of the carpet. I want to hardcore clean this. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but the carpet's like black in some spots. If we're bringing this thing back to life, it's the little details, like a black carpet when it's supposed to be blue. Let's go through here. Let's vacuum this whole thing out. I'm gonna hit it with my shampooer, do a whole bunch of passes in this thing to try to clean it up a bit. So I don't want to completely bore you guys with just cleaning this entire video, so I'm just kind of skipping ahead a little bit. I have one more seat to wash, but dude, it looks fathoms better. I still have some interior panels we're going to be swapping in here from that 07 STI that I parted out, but for the most part, dude, it looks way better. And just to give you guys some clarity, just off of that one seat, this is, I went over the seat 3 times, and that is the color of the water that's coming out. It's just straight up certified butt juice right there. Matt, you wanna make $1,000? You wanna drink some certified butt juice? All right, well, tried. Today I want to talk to you about about today's video sponsor, Surfshark VPN.
It was so easy to find you, Mr. Smith. Tell them about Surfshark VPN.
Surfshark VPN is a virtual private network that will save your personal identity from being stolen like people like him. So if you use our discount code, you'll get 83% off and 3 extra free months. So a VPN is a virtual private network. What it essentially does is masks you online, kind of like him. So that way, all of your information is encrypted data, becomes blurred, so that way nobody can see it and steal your personal information that you don't want getting out there. Otherwise, like your address. Now, a VPN will not only encrypt and blur your data, it will also hide your location, so that way people can't find where you're at and what you're doing. Now, VPN comes in really handy, like we said, hiding your personal data, your bank account information, your address, your social security number, your mom's birthday, your passwords, you name it. A VPN will help hide that information so that way online scammers and hackers cannot get it. Another use case is if you ever get untied and you'd like to go out and enjoy life again and do things like you normally do, you can also watch fun TV shows from different regions of the world on your phone by using a VPN to spoof your location. A VPN would have been extremely helpful for me years ago. Before having a VPN, I still buy all my stuff online, but now I have a VPN to block it all. Before I had the VPN, my bank account would realistically get hacked like once every 6 months. People would be buying really weird stuff, plane tickets to Turkey. They spent like $900 at the Gap. Now, Surfshark VPN is incredibly easy to navigate. All you do is hop on their mobile app or open it on your desktop browser. Once you're there, you can easily connect to the VPN service. You can change your location. So if you're looking to help protect your data from internet hackers, scammers, or people trying to steal your identity, definitely give Surfshark a chance. Give Surfshark a chance. You can get a 30-day money-back guarantee, and like I said, with our promo code, you get 83% off and an extra 3 months free. Huge shout out and thank you to today's video sponsor, Surfshark VPN. I'm gonna try to get untied and get back in the garage. So I shampooed both of the seats, both the whole carpet. We had the whole dash and everything like that out, as you guys remember. Now, while I had it out, I started replacing components, stuff that I had as spares, just to get because this is all, I'm selling all that, I'm not keeping any of that. But I took all of the, I guess, higher quality stuff and I put them in here. Like, for example, the DCCD's like buttons and switches were all faded, nasty, gross. See, like, yeah, it was still functional, but it's like hella faded, hella gross. Things that had like small nicks in them like that, I replaced all of that. So like, these are all still totally usable components. I just took the ones that were obviously better quality and put them into R04. And it looks way better. Now, I left out the clock and the radio. Like I said, I have an ATI triple gauge pod we're doing in here and a new head unit, one with Android Auto, just that way I can have Google Maps. I absolutely hate doing interior stuff like that because it takes so long to do. We did get our new stainless steel brake lines in today for this thing because the rubber ones on here are old and they're very brittle. I don't know if that was supposed to pull off. Also got the new, had to have been able. Yeah. Also got the new reverse gears for the WRX. So solid there. Or stuff, I guess I should say. I shouldn't swear. All right, seeing this stuff in the daylight, I can absolutely say that this interior is way freaking better than it has probably ever been since this thing was brand new. Dude, smells so clean in there. I'm gonna get a head unit ordered today for that thing, and the triple gauge pod should be here in, I don't know, maybe a week or so. Next thing we're gonna be doing, tossing on some stainless steel brake lines to get the old crusty rubber ones out of here because they are actually super brittle. I mean, 20 years, rubber lines with brake fluid in them, yeah, they're gonna get brittle. So sweet, let's get this guy up on quick jacks, start pulling out some brake lines. There we go. I got this side done. I'm just gonna time lapse through the other side for you guys. But brake lines are pretty self-explanatory. You've got one banjo that goes to the back of the caliper, and then you've got the hard line connection down there, and then you've got the mounting point for where the brake line actually holds up. Or the right side of the car, I guess, is done. That one. The rears, there's not a whole lot of room to work with back here, especially if you have like everything assembled, like the coilover and whatnot in there. But it does fit, and it does fit nicely. But I just noticed this. So I came over here, I was looking at the old brake lines, and something caught my eye. This one has a small nick in it. It's not leaking yet, but can I like get it better on camera right there? It's got a small nick in it. There's no leak in it yet, but this is why we do these things, to ensure that we don't have a failure that would absolutely suck and ruin our day. So I'm gonna go knock out these other two on the driver's side, and then our brake lines are all swapped out. After seeing that one, I definitely don't trust these things. So swap out the last two. That one back there is gonna suck. All brake lines are now swapped out to some nice stainless steel ones from Goodrich. So that way we don't have to worry about any potential brake failures, especially finding that one like nick in one of these lines over here. Definitely makes me feel a little bit better swapping them all out. Like I said, it wasn't leaking from that nick. I'm guessing it got pinched somewhere in there because that was a rear brake line, and the rears sit in the coilover right there, and they didn't have the retainer clips in there, so I think it was getting pinched between something and like slowly starting to get cut by the coilover bracket. So glad that's fixed. Next up, I want to start cleaning this engine bay because it is absolutely filthy, and if the engine's out, it's the best time to clean it. I'm just gonna hand clean it, probably vacuum out a lot of the schmoo, a lot of the like debris and crap. I need to find another ABS module because this one is broken and it throws the ABS light on and some other stuff, and I'd like to fix that. So clean it. I'm gonna remove some old wiring out of here that's not gonna be in here anymore. So let's make this thing look literally as good as we can because this is the best time to do it. So this is about as clean as I'm gonna be able to get this bay without pressure washing it. And we'll pressure wash it once we actually get it pushed out. I'm probably gonna get the STI pushed out of the garage today and kind of get it stored probably over where the Legacy is out there, just because we have to get the WRX in here next, so that way I can pull the transmission out of it. And then this is gonna come right back in here. But it's like, I'm at a point where I'm just waiting for parts to come in for this thing. So that's why I'm trying to knock out like all the small annoying stuff. The heads we should be able to pick up tomorrow. The water pump we're about to go pick up from Subaru. The timing components should be here soon, because once I have all that, then we can time the engine, get the heads back on there, get everything like nice and fresh and whatnot. So I'm gonna get the wheels tossed back on this thing, get it back on the ground, get it ready to be pushed out. Then we'll run down to Subaru, grab our water pump, and come back up here, and then maybe get the WRX in here. I don't know yet. We get to go on a fun ride in Legacy with Matthew. Matt, how much power is this bad boy making?
Somewhere around 350.
350?
Like 3.5 horsepower.
350. I got 350 on. A second gear pull. Do it.
You know, I bang rev limiter?
Yeah, bang rev limiter.
At 100 oil PSI. That is my 2-second review of the Grimspeed blow-off valve. If you want your car to make angry Zoidberg noises, get the Grimspeed blow-off valve.
Can we have another demonstration? Fun noise.
That was 12.
You were allowed to hit PSI?
Yeah.
You're allowed to get in a boost? That was 12 PSI?
That was 12 PSI.
That was not 12 PSI.
That was 12 PSI.
That did not feel like 12 PSI.
12.87. That's because we were also very low in the RPM range.
That's true. You know how much boost I'm allowed to make in the WRX?
Probably not.
I can make 1 PSI.
Really?
That's all I've been able to get it up to is 1 PSI. Do it again. Woo! We came down to Toyota because Matt had to grab a check from them because he sold his Crosstrack to him. And I'm looking around, I'm trying to see if they have any GR Corollas, and it doesn't, dude, like no dealerships have any GR Corollas, and it's a car that I'm genuinely interested in. It's a 3-cylinder turbo all-wheel drive hatch. I love it. But it's like everywhere. Insane markups on cars now, dude. Up here I saw markups like 10 to 15K for a Corolla. You crazy. Give me my water pump, Subaru. You better have it. My phone's on the floor.
Somebody else's.
They have any new WRXs out?
They have a lot.
New thermostat, got the new water pump. Matt and I were watching some videos the other night. I think it was Aeroflow Dynamics with their 2022 WRX. I think when prices come down, I may snag one.
You bastard.
You will too.
I won't.
You won't? I might. I don't know. After seeing Aeroflows, I don't so much hate the way they look, but it just takes a lot to make it look visually appealing. But I don't know, a lot of you guys ask for FA20, FA24 stuff, so maybe once new WRXs drop down to like maybe the 20 to 25K price range, might consider picking one up. Until then, keep playing with our EJs. Going you home. On. Should just bought a brand new one. The new water pump all installed on our engine. Like I said, I'm just kind of waiting on parts at this point. Continue working on the STI. So where we're gonna stop on this one. Like I said, in the next video, we're gonna get the STI out of here, get the WRX in here. I just got in all of the gear oil for the WRX. I have the new gear set that we're gonna be using, new synchros. We're doing a 4th, 5th, and 6th synchro in the 6-speed, as well as new reverse gears to fix all of the problems that this thing may have, just so that way we have a reliable 6-speed going back into the car, so that way we don't have to take out the transmission again. So if I take out the transmission again, I'm gonna be really irritated. I don't mind pulling engines. I'll pull an engine all day long. Dropping transmissions, absolutely hate it. Oh, and I got the new axle nuts because I have to pull out the front axles and realign the car, and it's just a headache to pull transmission. So I'm not looking forward to it, but we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done right. And I'll do an oil change on the WRX while it's in here. So sweet, good progress on the 04. Incredibly happy with the result of it. The car looks 15 years younger on the inside. Now we just need to do that to the outside. I'm still trying to find a different set of wheels for this car. I have those work XT7Rs posted up for trade, so we'll see if we get anything solid come through for a trade, but that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it may turn for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be, which we have a lot of good stuff coming up, the WRX going to the dyno, which that thing should make around 700 wheel horsepower. This one, and we got to pull a transmission out of it, like I said. This one, refurbishing it, bringing it back to life, making it solid. End goal, some people are asking the end goal, like 400, 450 wheel, just a fun little daily. And then the Blue Baru, which is another story, but anyways, I'm rambling now, so peace out, homies.